Because it's you and only you.
chest. I wish I could carry the weight all on my back. Colors now faded. There's only so much hope in that. I can't do what I'd rather lose than lose you. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to put your heart to rest. I'll keep waiting as long as it takes. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again.
Muted. Hello chat, how's it going? Sorry, the mic was muted and it was taking me a second to start up the stream. We are currently gonna be doing a little Ravenidle guide and walkthrough. Deuce! How's it going? How's it going? We are welcome to the stream. We're writing up a little script right now for Ravenidle, for a little beginner's guide. And once we get this script, we're gonna do a little recording, but I'm here to just chat. How's your guys' Ravenidle's journey going? I just hit Legacy level 40, and we are ripping through some stuff. So if you're not level 40 yet, and you need some tips, tricks, whips, hang around. Maybe we can get you there. I actually made some tweaks today that actually, like, what's going on here? Holy cow. Let's refresh this, it's being weird. I made some changes today that really upped my game. This is loading so slow. That's gonna be really inconvenient if it's like that the whole stream. I made some changes and now we're getting over 5k XP per minute, which is actually crazy. And my build is going nuts. Let me finish typing this script, but I'm here to chat while I'm doing this. Chat and hang out. How's everyone's day doing? We got anything going on here? Anything special other than Ravenidle, Ravenquest? You guys can hear me, right? I'm not talking to myself. Let's see, is it quiet at all? It is kind of quiet. Wait a second. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it is a little quiet, especially compared to the music. We're gonna turn down the music a little bit and we're gonna turn up the mic. You know, normally I have it in a different spot, so it's probably just like not. Let's see. Oh, it just looks like it's kind of not getting a lot of volume right now. Let's turn up the gain a little bit. I wonder if it's not getting enough power or something. Let me see where it's plugged in. It looks like it's plugged into the right spot, but now it looks a little louder with the gain turned up. Like I said, it's in a little bit of a different spot, but let's see. Grinding RQ and Ravenidle, my main arenas right now in Ravenquest. Oh, let's go. And I have been, unfortunately, unintentionally ignoring Ravenquest way too much. Like, the past week has been okay, but the past 2 weeks has not been good. I mean, I've been busy. But I need to get just like figure out how to put it back in my daily routine because it's just like it's fallen out. We've been doing a lot of content stuff, so I'm very happy for that. But you know, I also want a game. You know. Battle Pass mission. See if you have any upgrades you can craft. Trade packs. Professions to focus. Okay. Let's see. Crafting mobs. Monsters. What's your legacy level now, Deuce? I'm pretty sure I saw you on the leaderboard somewhere.
Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll
31. Come on, dude. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Let me do the breakdown. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you today how to get better than that. Wait, did you start late? Did you start late? Because if you started the day of, you can do way better than that. Yes, we're gonna get you higher than that today. If you can stay tuned to the stream, we're gonna show you some stuff, I'm sure. We'll get you right.
Back to the sound.
Okay. Prize pool, monk shop. Monsters that drop. Crafting materials. Okay, you guys ready for YouTube mode? Oh wait, I gotta type something about trade packs. Land and trade packs. Yes. Flow builds. Skill order. Okay. Land and trade packs. boost your professions and okay. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready for me to go into YouTube mode? Let's pop the energy drink real quick. Chat, say hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. We're gonna take the chat off the screen real quick. Sip the energy drink to lubricate ourselves, moisturize. Okay.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Okay, let's do it, guys. Let's do this YouTube video. Warm up. All right, we can do it. YouTube energy locked in. Oh, Windows security. Let's get that out of here. Oh, just let me know that it didn't find any threats. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay, YouTube video recording starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. Camera angle looks like it's a little bit not squared. Honestly, that looks pretty good. Nothing crazy in the background. No, nothing like that. All right. Pulling up the script. Here we go. Okay, so now Ravenidle has been out for a few days and we've been working hard. We just hit Legacy level 40 and we've learned a lot along the way. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys the blueprint. Oh my god, the music's going. Guys, you gotta let me know that we have music in the background. We gotta do that all again. We gotta do that all again. It was a great intro. Okay, so Ravenidle has been out for a few days now, and honestly, we've learned so much in the past few days, and we're ready to. I don't like that intro. I don't like that intro. We might. Let's stop recording real quick. We need to tap in the intro. The intro's got to be smooth. If nothing else is smooth, the intro's got to be smooth. Ravenidle has been out for a few days now. We just hit Legacy level 40. Okay, in this video I'm going to be covering everything you need to make sure you're progressing effectively and climbing the leaderboard. Even if you were to start today, if you follow with a late start. Okay, perfect. We got an intro now, guys. I'm sorry. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Same energy. Let's bring it. Let's drink the energy drink. Okay, here we go. We're gonna record this now. We gotta get this done so we can do other things. So we can vibe and do other things. Alright, recording in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright guys, so Ravenidle has been out for a few days now, and I've learned a lot, and I've made quite a bit of mistakes along the way, but we just hit Legacy level 40, and I feel like I know exactly what you need to do in order to progress faster. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be covering exactly what you need to do to make sure you're progressing effectively and climbing the leaderboard. Okay, listen to me. If you follow the blueprint... Listen to me. If you follow the blueprint. Okay, from the top again. Ravenidle has been out for a few days now, and we've made a lot of mistakes along the way, but we just hit level 40, and I think that, oh God, why does that not sound right? Or do we just... I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, Ravenidle has... So, guys... Alright, so Ravenidle has been out for a few days now, and we've been grinding it non-stop, and even with a few mistakes along the way, we just hit Legacy level 40. In this video, I'm going to be covering exactly what you need to make sure that you're progressing effectively and climbing the leaderboard. If you follow the blueprint that I lay out in this video, I promise you're going to be able to pass 90% of the players even with a late start. Okay, if you're looking for an exact, like how the leaderboard works or how the earnings work, I made another video on that. This is mostly going to be covering gameplay as well as talking about like how to make sure you're progressing effectively. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, let me go ahead and turn this battle mode off so that we don't die while we're messing with our class. The first mistake that I see a lot of players making, especially in the early game, is in their build. So one of the things that is a huge struggle in the early game is mana. You don't really have enough mana to do anything that you want. So you really have to be mainly prioritizing warfare. Warfare skills don't use any mana. It's the only class where the skills don't use any mana, and the skills are actually insanely good. So your beginner build is gonna mostly have to be warfare, just so you can keep adding skills without worrying about mana. And I'm gonna show you the exact flow of skills that if I was starting over, would recommend. Okay, so we're gonna go 1 into Brutal Strike, 2 into Guillotine, 3 into Feasting Strike, go to Blade Storm, and this is your kind of beginning warfare class. And then we're going to go into Bash and Shield Throw. This is the core of your early game. Sustain. Sustain is really important. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. But once you have gotten that, we're going to do Pummel. Oop, I messed that up. Not Pummel. We're going to do Fissure, Bull Rush, Fierce Leap, and then Pummel. Okay, from here you have a few options, but in the early game, this is exactly like what your build is going to look like before you get any sort of mana regen. Now that I have a ton of mana regen, I go like this. But this is mostly focused on what you're going to do in the early game. Okay, so I'm going to reset this. We're going to go back to Warfare here. 1, 2, 3, for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and I'm going to show you kind of how you want to set your priority here, because I see some players are kind of confused with that. First thing you want to do is your 1 second cooldown skill, so Brutal Strike here. We're going to take that all the way to the end and put it at the lowest priority. In general, you want higher cooldown skills here earlier on the priority list and lower cooldown skills at the end. We're going to take this one off because we're not really using Bash and it uses mana. And then from there, so let's start with that. So first we're going to take our higher cooldown ones. So there's that. Where's 30 seconds? This guy's here. Fisher will throw there. We're actually going to get rid of Bull Rush. It's not very good. And we're going to throw this here. Okay, so once you have kind of your higher cooldown skills at the beginning, you can kind of tweak this based on what you need. So say you have like you're not surviving enough, or you need a little bit more sustain. I would put your sustain abilities, these guys, near the front. If you are sustaining fine and you just want to do more damage, like you're not taking much damage, just go ahead and move your damaging skills to the front. And so the basic theory behind designing your build or your priority here is putting the higher cooldown skills at the beginning, because you want those to cast essentially every time they're off cooldown. So for your sleep, we want that there. We're going to put the higher cooldown skills at the beginning and then the lower cooldown skills at the end. And then just depending on what you're battling, what you need, you want to move the sustain skills to the front or the damage skills to the front. Okay, so that mostly covers the archetypes. Oh yeah, one more thing. You want to be leveling up the archetypes that you're not using. So for example, I'm using Protection, Shadow, Warfare, but you still want to be leveling up these guys that are you're not using, because for every 5 levels, starting at level 15, you're gonna get a, oh god, guys, I can't go off script. Okay, for every 5 levels that you get in one of those other archetypes, starting at level 15, you're going to be getting 1 skill point and 2 primary attributes. So by leveling those other skills, you're going to... let me swap back. So by leveling these other archetypes, you're going to allow yourself to overall strengthen your class. You're going to allow yourself to overall strengthen your build. Okay, next section here. God, this is turning out to be way longer than I thought. I want this to be short. Okay, now that your build is squared away, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Battle Pass. Okay, so the Battle Pass, the first thing you want to do every day is just come over here and complete your daily missions. All right, so your daily flow is going to look like this. You're going to do your daily missions. Okay, then after you're done with your daily missions, you're going to see if you have any upgrades to craft. So, for example, we come in here. We'd come to blacksmithing and say, you know, I have an upgrade I can craft here for my weapon. We're going to craft that. We're going to work on that. After that, you're going to grind mobs. Okay, so come here to mobs. How do you pick which mobs you're going to fight? For the most part, you want to be grinding mobs that are giving you the crafting materials that you need. So early on, we're going to be focusing a lot of hogs. Oh God. Early on, we're going to be focusing a lot of warhogs, wolves, and even some toads, because they're going to drop hide as well as the spools of hair. So the spools of hair and the hide you're going to need for crafting. So in general, I would focus mobs that give you crafting materials. When you get to tier 3 gear, certain mobs, you're going to need to fight certain mobs for certain gear. So for example, let me bring you over here to blacksmithing. Okay, blacksmithing. Tier 3 armor, you need shell fragments. Okay, these are the mobs that drop that. The mobs that drop shell fragments are going to be turtles as well as pummel-dillos, so you're going to want to fight those as well. Okay. Okay, another mistake that I see some players doing. Fuck, man, I'm off today. Okay. Another mistake that I see players doing all the time is that they're not running their trade packs. Focusing on your land early and trying to upgrade your land to medium is going to give you a huge upgrade. So if you come here to medium land gives you 2 times the collect amount and 2 times the silver cost, but it does cost 250,000 silver. So the best way to get silver is by doing trade packs. My favorite trade pack to run, and the one I recommend you probably focusing earlier, is this kindling kit. So the kindling kit takes 20 cotton, and cotton is probably the best thing to plant on your land because it gives you, like, it's used in trade packs, it's used in weaving, it's used everywhere. So I would recommend doing cotton, and small logs are super easy to get. So you run this trade pack, you're going to craft 3 of these trade packs, and then you're going to run them, and each one, if you do this correctly, is going to give you anywhere between 50 and 100,000 silver each. So if you do it correctly, you're going to get tons of silver, which is going to allow you to do your land. All right. This is just not flowing. It's just not flowing. It's not flowing. I just need to make a graphic or something. I need a PowerPoint. Build land professions. Is that enough? Build land professions. I don't think I need the daily flow. I don't think I need that section. I think we need to talk about the build and the skill order. Honestly, I'm not even going to talk about leveling up your other archetypes. It's just too wordy. I think we're literally going to talk about what to put on land, doing trade packs, the build, God, there's just so much to cover. I'm being very critical right now because, first of all, I'm not the only person to make videos like this, and I also really want the content to be good. Okay, I want it to be efficient. I don't want you to have to sit through 10 minutes to understand what to do. And I think I'm overdoing it right now, which I don't want to do. I think something like, okay, build order, mobs to focus on, what to do with your land, and what to do with your land at first. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I was gonna do a section on professions. Oh god. Salt ore, salt. Hide and hair, cloth. Okay. I'll set this to mine while I'm doing this again. I know if you're sitting there just watching this, it seems like I'm over reading it, but I promise I think if doing this concisely is the key to a good video. Plant cotton, turn it into trade packs, run trade packs. Okay, wait. Once you hit level 25, run trade packs with cotton and small logs. Upgrade to medium land. Why is this? Is this a Ravenidle thing or is this my computer thing? I think it's my computer is being kind of slow. Okay, let's try this one last time. Okay guys, so Ravenidle has been out for just a few days now, and even though we've made some mistakes along the way, we just managed to hit Legacy level 40. And in this video, I'm going to be covering exactly the blueprint you need to start and to be able to just... In this video, I'm going to be covering exactly what you need to make sure that you're progressing effectively and climbing the leaderboard. Listen, if you're struggling with other people seemingly passing you, or you don't seem to be getting enough XP, just listen to the blueprint that I give in this video and you're going to be perfectly good and covered, especially in the early game. Okay, one of the first mistakes I see people doing is their build. So on screen I have the build I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be putting the skill order as well so you know which one to get at which point. But the key part of this build is that it has early sustain, as well as allowing for a lot of damage and not using almost any mana. And I'm going to show you as well the build order. This prioritizes the sustainability as well as focusing damage and making sure it's in an efficient order. So you see the skill order there. The next thing you want to do after you've copied this build is know which monsters to face, especially in the early game. Okay, so in the early game, you need lots of materials. Specifically, you're going to need both leather or hide, as well as spools of hair. So in the early game, you're going to kind of want to be swapping between morning foxes, warhogs, wolves, as well as maybe even toads. Okay, so as you're grinding up, especially before level 25. As you're grinding up to level 25, you want to be focusing those mobs. Okay, next, another mistake that I see a lot of people making in the early game is not knowing what to do with their land. Okay, so your land, the most important resource on land is cotton. Cotton is used for weaving. Cotton is essential in trade packs, and it's pretty efficient compared to other things in trade packs. So I highly recommend right away, as soon as you have enough silver, because it is a little bit expensive, start planting cotton trees, as many as you can. In the free spots you have, you can do some other farming crops, so potatoes in the early game. But once you have enough cotton, you're just growing that cotton. Keep a hold of that cotton, because once you hit level 25, you can run trade packs. Look at this. Trade packs are a secret. Not enough people are running trade packs, and I want to show you the best trade pack. I actually have 3 of them here, so that's why you can't see them, because I just made 3. But this trade pack, the Kindling Kit, is probably one of the best trade packs you can run. Small logs, super easy to get. Cotton, you're going to be planting that and growing it, and I said it's pretty efficient as far as trade packs go. So you're going to be running these. Once you hit level 25, you craft these trade packs and you're going to run them. Let me show you how much silver you can make with these trade packs. No, it's bugging out. Something's going on with Ravenidle. Okay, so come here. when you send this trade pack over, so we got 3 trade packs. All right. The first thing you want to do is look for which port has a high percentage. It's, oh my God, it's bugging. Okay, the important here is just showing how much silver you can get. Look, by running these 3 trade packs, I'm able to get 224,000 silver, which is huge. At first, you're only going to be able to run 2, but just do a couple runs of trade packs, and then once you've done that, prioritize on upgrading your land, okay? Once you've upgraded your land, you're going to be able to produce more resources, which is going to allow you to produce more trade packs. So it's kind of a flywheel effect that's going to make you just generate as much silver, more silver than you're ever going to need, and you're going to be in a really good spot. I promise you, if you follow that blueprint, you're going to be in a good spot, and you're probably, if you're looking at your build, if you're looking at the things you have, you're going to notice, oh God, let's just cut that whole section out. Okay. If you get to the medium land, you're going to be able to produce more resources, run more trade packs. Lastly, the thing that I wanted to cover is make sure you're infusing your gear. So a lot of people don't know about infusions. They don't know how much of a boost it gives you. So when you get the chance, when you have silver and these infusions, make sure you're infusing. Spend a lot of it to infuse your gear higher. I'm right now a little short on silver, but as soon as I get more, I'm going to infuse these even higher than what they are now. Infusions are going to give you more defense, more attack, more stats, more everything. Okay, guys, that's it for this guide. That's just a beginner breakdown. Let me know in the comments what you need for Ravenidle, what you have questions about. And come tune into the streams. We're going 4 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Catch you